Your friends won't stop parking in my driveway? Congrats, your parents know you vape at 16. My neighbors have this teenage son who thinks the whole street belongs to him and his friends. These kids have been using my driveway like it's their personal parking lot for weeks. At first I thought maybe it was just a one-time thing, maybe they didn't realize it was someone's driveway. But then it kept happening over and over again. Last week I was checking my mail when I saw them all hanging out in front of their house. Perfect timing, I thought. I'll just walk over and politely let them know. So I stroll up with my biggest smile and go, "Hey guys, just wanted to let you know that's actually my driveway you've been parking in. Would you mind using the street instead?" The kid just looked at me with this dead stare and rolled his eyes. His friends started snickering behind him. Then he goes, "Yeah, okay, whatever." Not exactly the response I was hoping for, but I figured maybe he just got the message and would tell his friends. Monday rolls around and I'm coming home after a brutal 14-hour shift. I work in healthcare, so these long days happen sometimes, and all I wanted was to get home and collapse on my couch. But when I turn onto my street, there they are. 3 cars, taking up my entire driveway, not even leaving me a spot to squeeze in. I had to park 2 blocks away and walk home carrying my work bag and lunchbox. By the time I got to my front door, I was absolutely done being nice. I marched straight over to their house and knocked on the door. The kid answered, and I didn't even try to be polite this time. "Look, I asked you nicely last week to stop parking in my driveway. Now I'm telling you, if this happens again, I'm making this your parents' problem." He just shrugged and went, "Cool story, bro," and shut the door in my face. I was so mad I could have screamed, but I figured threatening to involve his parents would be enough to get through to him. Wrong again. Tonight I come home, and guess what? 2 cars blocking my driveway again. But this time I noticed something else while I was walking up to my house. There were these little plastic vape things scattered all over my front yard. Those disposable ones that come in bright colors. I'd been finding them for weeks, but never really thought about where they were coming from. Then it clicked. These kids have been hanging out in my driveway, vaping and just tossing their trash in my yard like it's their personal garbage can. I picked up like 6 of them and knocked on the neighbor's door. This time an actual adult answered. Finally. "Hi, I'm your neighbor from next door. I wanted to talk to you about your son's friends parking in my driveway." The dad looked confused. "Oh, I didn't know that was happening. I'll definitely talk to him about it." Then I pulled out my ace card. "Also, I've been finding these in my yard pretty regularly." I held up the handful of vapes. "Just thought you should know." You should have seen this man's face. It went from confused to absolutely furious in about 2 seconds. His jaw dropped and his eyes got huge. "I'm so sorry about this. This will definitely be handled tonight." I just smiled and said, "No problem. Just wanted to make sure you were aware." As I was walking back to my house, I could hear him yelling inside, "Tyler, get down here right now!" Within 10 minutes, all the cars were gone. The friends came out looking like they'd seen a ghost, got in their cars, and drove off. I haven't seen them park in my driveway since. Funny how quickly problems get solved when parents actually know what their kids are up to. Kid learned the hard way that being a jerk to your neighbors has consequences.